What is up, ladies and gentlemen of the online Jamily? JamiroFan2000, the bearded wisdom of the online Jamily, with yet another episode of the Jamiroquai Minute. All the latest Jamiroquai news and a little bit of a PSA that some eagle-eyed members of the Jamily have brought to my attention. It appears that Jamiroquai's former bassist Stuart Zender has done a bit of a departure from X. So let's get into more news about that.
Hi, this is Stuart Zender, and you're watching the Jamiroquai Minute with JamiroFan2000.
In former Jamiroquai members leaving social media news, had recorded Jamiroquai Minute denotes that some members of the Jamily, especially over on the other subreddit that does lots of lampooning of Jamiroquai, noticed that it appears that former Jamiroquai bassist Stuart Zender has left the X, formerly Twitter, social media platform, and I do not blame him on doing that. Twitter, X, whatever you want to call that social platform, has been a bit of a bastion of a questionable and controversial, social media decorum, you might say, in some cases. And given the circumstances, at least geopolitically speaking, sometimes concerning that social platform, a lot of celebrities over the last, I want to say, 2 to 3 years have kind of decided to leave that social platform, given the owner of that platform. And I will not mention their name because they do not deserve the free press. But nonetheless, a lot of celebrities, a lot of corporate entities have decided to leave Twitter X as either a self-boycott, or in some cases, sometimes people leave social platforms to take a little time for themselves when social media can be a grind for some people, especially celebrities or what have you. So I don't fault my good friend Stuart for taking a little break or maybe just outright leaving X. But if any members of the Jamily had noticed that Stuart Zender had deleted his X, yeah, he has left X. I have no idea if he plans on coming back to the platform or if he plans to go over to a competitor Twitter X website, social platform, maybe like Blue Sky. I do not know. That is up to Stuart. But nonetheless, Stuart is still very available on other social platforms as recently as Instagram. So if any members of the Jamily want to keep in touch with seeing Stuart Zender's feed, I highly recommend you go over to at Stuart Zender over in Instagram to keep up with all the latest happenings from his social platform. But like I said, I don't fault Stuart for leaving. I don't fault anybody who it just either finds an ethical issue with using a social platform or just wants to outright leave it because of the toxicity. Because believe me, in social media right now, there is a lot of toxicity that can become very, very rampant unless rules and procedure are in place to stop that or to influence people to stop inflaming the negative and go more for the positive. But I thought I'd bring that to light here in an episode of the Jamiroquai Minute. And if Stuart does come back to promote his future projects, I'll be sure to cover that here on a future episode of the Jamiroquai Minute. But as always, this is JamiroFan2000, and I'll see you again really soon with another Jamiroquai Minute. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you around.